What's up, bro? Good to see you,
Good to
bro.
see you, Lucas.
Oh, dude,
Spring break has officially
I
begun.
know, I'm so excited. I'm
Officially
so
begun.
excited. It's good to see you, bro. This podcast can be so sick. I
hmm
haven't done an episode with just me and you in a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's great to see you guys again. Great
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys.
Nothing could make this episode go wrong,
No,
I think. This episode
absolutely
is
not. Absolutely not.
Oh no.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh no. Oh, what is up? Hello there. Welcome back.
I mean, normally I would say it's a happy day. I can't say that because you're here, and I'd have to Venmo you $1.
No, no, it's not just if I'm here. You have to give me $1 if you say it at all.
And I.
If anyone, okay, listen. If you ever hear Carl say Happy Rusev Day, Snapchat me. You can or leave a comment on this episode. I'll get in touch with you because you will make him lose $1. He
Yep.
owes me $1 every time he says the word Rusev in the context of Happy Rusev Day.
It's just that sequence of words. I can say the word.
No way, actually, can he not? What's the real deal? Is like you can't say Rusev at all?
No, it's
No,
just
you can't say Rusev Day. You can't say Happy Rusev Day
because.
or It's Rusev Day.
All right, well, I guess a lot of times I just say who shall
You
he
can
who shall not
talk.
be
You can
named.
talk about. You could say the word Rusev, but you
Oh,
can't.
right,
You
right,
can't mention
yeah.
the fact that
I
it is
can't.
his
I
day.
can't. It's like Beetlejuice. I can't say the words all in in
No,
sequence.
well, yeah, but isn't
Yeah,
Beetlejuice?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Rusev days, you can't say it's Rusev. You can't say Happy Rusev. You can't say Rusev Day. You can't say anything about Rusev Day.
Okay. That behind the point, I would normally say happy day, but happy Correa Day, motherfucker! Whoa! The Carlos Correa.
Okay, that the microphone is now destroyed.
Okay, I'm sorry, audio
Ay,
listeners.
ay,
I am sorry. Audio
Ay,
listeners,
ay,
I'm
ay.
sorry.
Wait. Before you talk about this thing that no one wants to talk about,
Yeah.
uh, can we give like a 30-second recap on the bet of why you can't say Rusev Day?
Yeah.
Rusev lost like WrestleMania.
Okay.
Was it our freshman year?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
in 2018, in April, WrestleMania 34, there was a fatal four-way match between Jinder Mahal, Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, and he who shall not be named. And at this time, he who shall not be named was the most popular person in the entire company, and there was zero reason for him to not win this match at WrestleMania because why wouldn't you? Whatever. And basically, I had made a bet with Lucas, and I said, "Listen, if or no, you
No,
made
I
the
said
bet."
if Rusev loses, you can't say Rusev Day ever again. And if Rusev wins, then I will say Happy Rusev Day in my wedding vows.
Yeah.
And then Rusev lost. And then now Carl can't say
And
Rusev
then
Day.
the best part is I went to see his name is Miro now, Miroslav, because he works in a different company. Well, that's his real name, Miroslav, so he goes by Miro.
Okay, also you can't say Happy Miro Day.
Okay. So
Wait, so Rusev isn't in the WWE
no, he
anymore.
works for AEW now.
Okay.
Yeah, which is the rival company.
Okay.
So basically, I watched him live at the Target Center back in November, and he had a match against Brian Danielson.
Wait a minute, you went to the Target Center? I thought, oh, Carl's parents. I thought he wasn't supposed to go to the Target
I
Center.
was at laser tag that night. Okay. Anyway, bro, that was the biggest.
Wait, so did you like drive there? Did you like take the
No,
bus,
I
Uber?
I Ubered.
Okay,
I
yeah.
Ubered. I was like it snowed that night, and I wasn't super comfortable with like downtown Minneapolis driving, and I was no chance in hell I was gonna
No,
get like in
yeah.
a car
So did
accident.
you
So
Uber from campus then?
yeah, I Ubered from
Okay.
campus. And the thing is, they finally fixed it because for the longest time from our can we talk about our college?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the longest time at St. Thomas, the Google Maps because how Uber works is they use the satellite imagery. So basically, they built a brand new building that I lived in, and the
Oh, and it
imagery
wasn't
it
on the
looked
It
like
satellite.
wasn't. It's
yeah,
not
it
uploaded
looked like a
stuff. Yeah.
construction site. So the roundabout and everything to use to our building, the Uber drivers and the other
Yeah.
drivers, they can't find it because it's all dirt
Uh-huh.
to them. So anyway, it's a whole convoluted thing, but they finally fixed it like a month ago. But anyway, basically, I went to that, and he had a match. He had a match, and he lost when I was there in person.
So
And it's
oh my God.
no,
Speaking of your parents, Carl, the other day I was
be careful, bro.
no, listen. Okay, watch. Okay. So you know how your parents don't know about the podcast?
Yeah.
Um, So Willem's mom followed the podcast account on Instagram,
Oh
and I was
God.
I was like, well, this is funny. So I sent a screenshot and sent it to the group chat with all my Eau Claire friends.
Yeah.
I go, Willem, tell your mom thank you for following the podcast Instagram.
Yeah.
And then Willem goes, what? And I go, huh? And
Wait, he didn't know?
and then no, he never told his mom that the podcast existed.
She just felt. Oh my
And so Willem's
God!
like, oh, well, hope I gotta go re-listen to all the podcasts I'm on to say, I hope I didn't cancel myself.
Bro!
I'm like, you didn't.
He's out of the will now.
Yeah, no. He's
Uh,
out of the will.
Speaking of Willem, I was looking at Tommy's Snapchat story today. He's in New
He's
York
in New York.
City.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
Didn't
a
he say
movie.
like back in like the fall that he wanted to do that?
Yeah, I'm so pissed because he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to New York for a random weekend because his oh wait, I can't say that, but basically due to someone he is related to's working occupation, let's just say that,
Okay.
he is able to get a free plane ticket to uh fucking
To
whatever it's called
JFK or yeah, yeah,
to wherever he pretty much wants to go.
yeah, LaGuardia or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so he went to like LaGuardia or some shitty airport. And then Tommy,
The one
since
in
he lives
Jersey.
in New York, he just basically can stay there for free.
Oh
And all he
yeah.
has to pay for is like food and stuff.
That's actually so
That's
smooth.
dope. I would so do that if I
Yeah,
had the
me
opportunity.
too.
If I had the opportunity and I could get away with it, I would so do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever been to New York
New
City.
York's 100% on my bucket list,
I've
but
never been to New
I'm
York.
scared I'm gonna run
I've
into
been to Chicago twice
Same,
though.
yeah.
Chicago's an amazing city.
What are on your guys' bucket lists?
Well, it depends. So, something I really want to do is like go on a spring. I'm not going on a spring break trip this year because we were planning, me and my friends at St. Thomas, we were planning something and then it didn't really work out.
Hmm.
But next year we want to go to Cabo,
Okay.
and that is something I want to do just because like I'd probably only do it once. Just go on a big trip with all your friends and just like have a grand week. But like, and I haven't even left the country yet. So, and it's something I really want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, Carl has some weird shit
I,
written down.
I, I keep Apple Notes for the dump. I actually have
I have an Apple
I
Note for my bucket list.
I have my final will and
Oh wait, I
testament
have my phone here.
in my Apple Notes because on my plane ride to Puerto Rico last year there was some turbulence. So I'm like, listen, so if I die, right, I at least want it in writing. So I sent it to Nathan Schindler. I told him my phone password. So if in theory I was to die, like he has he has the power to look inside my phone and like give people exactly
Well,
what
if
they
you
want.
were to die in a plane crash, I don't think your phone would make it either. But
Well, they might be able to look up my Apple account, maybe.
oh
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Possibly.
So my sports event, I don't really have a definite bucket list except some just like mushy stuff, you know what I mean?
Wait, am I in your Will and Testament? Because
Uh,
surely, who do you have to give shit to? You have your mom and your dad.
okay, where's the final will and testament? I've got a list of people who
You
cannot.
have it locked. It's locked to your face.
No, it's no. If my face isn't here, the
you
backup
can use
password.
your
You know what I mean?
password.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if like you're in bed or something, or okay. So anyway, so I've got my a lot of also okay. So I also I have my funeral list here, and I have a collective eulogy will be written by Nathan Schindler, another person, Lucas Hansen.
Really?
The eulogy will be read to the audience.
Well, I have to bleep that, but it's
There will
okay.
be no guest list for my funeral, but under no circumstances will either this person, this person, this person, or this person attend.
Well, I know one of the four people.
I'm guessing you know too.
Wait, what podcast episode is this?
109.
109. Okay.
But yeah, a lot of this stuff just has to do with like 70% of this will go to Camp Croy and like show choir.
Stop! You said like 9 things I need to bleep.
That's too censored.
Sorry, show choir funds, and then hockey funds in our town for kids with how do I say like and less good financial backgrounds. But anyway, I have a sports venue bucket list, and it's really short. It's the new SoFi Stadium where the Rams and Chargers play, T-Mobile Arena where the Vegas Golden Knights play, Lambeau Field. I hope everybody knows where that is.
Wait, what the
I've
fuck is
actually
this?
been there twice.
What
It's
is
my
it?
sports venue bucket list where I want
Oh,
to
you
go.
want to
Yeah,
go?
and
Oh,
then
okay.
Globe Life Field, it's where the Rangers play. Their new stadium opened last year. Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena where the Knicks play, and that's it for now.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden would be really dope.
You know
Yeah.
what's on my bucket list?
What?
I have It's not complete, but whenever I think of something, I'll add it. I have 2 things on there.
Hmm.
Number one is a complete Lego Star Wars with my kid. If it's a
Oh, like
son or a daughter. If I never have a son,
the
then my daughter.
original? The
The original
on
game.
like the
Well,
Wii?
hopefully we'll also play the new one,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
at one point we'll play the original.
Okay.
And then my second thing is to hug a monkey.
Hug a monkey.
Yeah,
Hug a
And don't get
monkey.
like
like a monkey.
bit or
Yeah, like a
like.
chimpanzee, like give it a hug, or like an orangutan, give it a
Bro, what if
hug.
he just knocks you the fuck out?
Well, yeah,
Well,
no,
that's
those
no.
primates
Like
are
Primates
vicious.
don't play
I'm not gonna go in
games.
the fucking wild. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
at
god.
some point if there's like a nice monkey like
Nice.
zoo, I'm gonna give it a hug.
Curious
Okay,
George.
bro.
Exactly.
Curious George, the man in the yellow hat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There was a David Dobrik vlog where his one of the people in it hugged a monkey, and then I was like, that's fucking
So
sick.
there's two things on your bucket list.
Beat
Like,
Lego Star Wars with my kid and hug a monkey.
oh,
But I don't know. You guys hear that Pete Davidson might be going to space
oh yeah, he's gonna be on one of those
in the
like,
Jeff Bezos like thing?
yeah, like Jeff Bezos. Who else went up there?
William Shatner went to space.
Right, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
didn't some like little jit go down there,
I'm
go
not
up there
sure.
too?
Like,
What did you just say?
Some like there was like a child who went to space
Really?
with
That'd be so sick. Imagine going to space when you're a kid.
bro, that would be
What
so
do you mean, no?
scary. That'd be so
well, no,
scary.
like, what if you're like 6 and your parents are like, yeah, let's just sign him the fuck up, and the kid's just like, ah, the whole way up.
Oh yeah, but he probably wanted to go. He probably was willing
Yeah.
to. He
Well,
knows the
yeah, but
risk.
that's what everybody says when they're like 5. They don't understand that you're gonna be strapped to a rocket
They
that
probably
might
have
blow
so much
up.
training and shit, Carl, that they have to go to
Yeah,
For a
no,
space.
if you want to go to
6-year-old?
space, you like have to like there's
Yeah, do
training
you
for
remember the
that.
iCarly episode where they go to space?
Exactly,
Right.
exactly.
When Carly like broke out of the fucking room.
Yeah.
That episode sucked. That
Oh
was so
my.
stressful. They advertised that episode so much on Nickelodeon, like, oh, iCarly goes to space, and I was like, oh, sick. And then they're in a fucking room
They
the entire
never
episode.
actually went to
It was like the
space.
Fly episode of
Yeah.
Oh,
Breaking
it was a
Bad. It was
bottle
like a bottle
episode.
episode.
Bottle
It wasn't
episode.
really a bottle episode because they they went to like the room with like the chair thing that spins around.
Right. No, I think the whole point of Fly, like that episode of Breaking Bad, was to just show like was just like Vince Gilligan's way of saying like my show is so good that we could do an episode in one area or in
Room, yeah.
one room and it would still be really good.
Yeah,
And
but
it was.
it was good, but then everyone, like all of our idiot friends, like Carter and Marcus, were like, "That episode sucks." And then I was like, so like laid off, like or I put off watching it for so long that I was like, I didn't watch Breaking Bad for like a month because of that episode, and then I watched it and it was good. But then it's just because all the people that can't
Because it's
appreciate
boring.
they can't appreciate good storytelling and
Right.
good character moments.
Storytelling is super
That no,
important.
that episode has like
But
a
yeah,
really
we won't spoil what happens because some of my friends are watching
right,
Breaking
right,
Bad.
right.
But
But that episode is crucial
yeah,
to the development
yeah.
of the show.
Yeah, but also yeah, they had an episode like that in Family Guy called like Brian and Stewie,
And they're
where
in
they
the
get
bank.
locked in the
Yeah.
bank,
Oh
and that episode is
yeah.
terrible.
No, yeah, that's a bad
I hate when
episode.
Family Guy tries to be serious,
Or
like now.
No,
I hate it when Family Guy like they do like a cutaway gig or gag or whatever, and like
Call it gig.
well the joke is that it's something like goes on for a long time, so they're able to like eat up like a minute or like a minute and a half of like not having to do animation, so
Yeah.
they can finish the episode quicker. But
It's funny when it's like the chicken fight or something,
yeah.
because that's at least funny to watch.
Well,
But
yeah,
then,
they've
but then,
even- yeah.
but that's like a fucking 2 minute, like 1/10 of the episode is a random chicken fight.
Well, yeah, but keep in mind how much animation work that had to
Yeah,
do. Maybe
but
not the punches,
but I
like
hate
all the
what
scenery.
I
and
hate when
shit.
they are like, yeah, like the scene where Brian like finds out that he had sex with Quagmire's dad and then pukes on the ground for like
a
a
minute.
minute.
Oh
It's
god,
like,
or the scene where they like go back in time and they have to like eat their throw up or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Because
Like the-
Stewie goes
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
fucks up some of
when the
yeah.
time is in reverse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that episode of where Brian and Stewie are in the bank vault sucks. It's just so cringe. Like when Brian like eats Stewie's poop, like or whatever.
I'm so glad I'm not eating right now.
Bro,
Yeah.
Seth
I'm so,
MacFarlane-
apologies
Seth-
to the audience if
Seth
you are eating
MacFarlane,
right now.
though, I will say, Seth MacFarlane, he's like a
You know
He's
the,
a goat.
You know the
He's a
9/11
goat.
story, right? With Seth
Yes, we know the
MacFarlane?
9/11 story. Stuff like
Yeah.
McFarland.
Yeah.
You know what's annoying is when people are like, I feel like Family Guy like it just when you have a show that's like all criticisms of other things, like Family Guy just makes fun of everyone else.
Mhm.
But then now the show just isn't funny.
Yeah,
So it's like,
they ran out
but
of
then people can make fun
material.
of that. But then it's just like an endless loop of people making fun of
You
stuff.
think
And
social media helped to kind of like kill Family Guy or like
I don't know.
or
how
like the
social-
say
modern-
other funnier shows that kind of do the same thing.
I mean, like Rick and Morty is like I haven't seen.
But even Rick and Morty now isn't that good, or it's not. It's
It's
not.
on the decline.
It's on the decline. It's not as like good as it used to be.
I haven't
And,
watched the new
all
season.
Rick and Morty is Rick
I used to be
thinking
so
he's
into it,
so
and I haven't
like
seen the new season.
smarter than everyone else, and he's making fun of everyone else.
Yeah, and there was a lot of good humor. Even like the stupid like tub of acid thing. That was funny.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was season 4. That was a
Yeah.
good episode. Yeah, season 5 was okay, but it's like I don't know. I feel like there's some episodes that I'm like, I don't think this was a good episode.
You know what? I just realized I haven't seen Burow in like 8 months.
I saw him a
Wait,
couple
what-
weeks ago when we did
so
this
what's he
episode.
doing right now? Is he just chilling? Fuck.
What is wrong with you?
I'm
First of all,
sorry.
no, and second of all,
Oh my
Where
God.
is he right now?
I think he's like in like the city
He's in,
somewhere.
like Antarctica.
I think he's living with
He's like
Lord.
he's like underneath underneath like an underpass. Like,
I need to say what's up to him. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
bro.
him in a while.
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I love how there's just like a extra large Burger King drink soda.
Yeah, Sandquist.
Oh, it's the Mountain Dew addiction.
Yeah.
Was it a Mountain Dew?
I assume so. And then Sandquist later in the episode eats that straw.
Oh
Like
my
folds it up and
God.
chews on it.
Oh,
It's gross.
Did you guys hear that Mountain Dew is making like hard sodas?
Yeah.
I think
hard-
I heard about that. Yeah,
I saw the
yeah.
Baja Blast one.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
yeah.
Don't let
Taco
Sandy
Bell.
find out about those.
Yeah, he'd
It
become
might-
an alcoholic.
Exactly. Might be 2 addictions.
Yeah.
now.
Maybe 2, 3 addictions. You got the
I mean, at least
Siggy Sandquist.
I mean, hopefully, if he does,
Allegedly.
if he orders it over DoorDash, maybe the DoorDash driver would actually deliver at that time.
Yeah,
I
or
remember that. That was hilarious.
but if he didn't deliver it, or maybe he does deliver it, and then Sandquist just lie about it not showing up, so then he gets the fucking DoorDasher to get in trouble, so he gets some money back.
It is what
Well, the
it
DoorDasher
is.
wouldn't get in trouble.
Oh.
Well, yeah, he would for not doing the DoorDash.
Well, no, I feel
Well,
like they
no.
take pictures of everything. I
Yeah.
feel like DoorDash gets so many of those like complaints where they're like, "Hey, did this really happen?" No, okay, we'll still pay you. You know what I mean?
They'll always give you like DoorDash credits, but they won't give you money back for it.
That's what I'm saying. So they won't give the guy who Carl fucked over money.
Oh, well,
No, he still gets his money.
Who does? The DoorDash
The
guy?
driver. If the driver, okay, so say a driver gets a big order, and like
Well, what did you order?
Cane's just a regular box combo with a drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
to campus,
Yeah, it's campus. That was stupid of me. Like,
No,
by
no,
the time
no.
the food gets there, it already gets cold.
it's cold.
So,
Yeah, no, that's what.
Like,
okay.
I was just lazy watching football.
Okay,
one day.
actually,
Yeah.
we should go to Cane's after this. I don't care.
Bro, I just fucking ate an entire pizza, you.
That's right. Okay, never mind.
Bro.
I gotta bleep that out. My parents don't like that word.
Oh, okay.
It's not well, no, maybe I can't bleep it out because now people are gonna think
Just
it's
say
a worse word.
just say it in Australian because you know it's just part of the.
Okay,
it's-
you can't.
It's just it's a part of the regular language. So like YouTube tries to like demonetize them and stuff.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
and they and the laser beam's just like, bro, it's just a part of our like dialogue.
Yeah.
Like,
I just ate an entire pizza, Emmanuel Kant.
Kant. That is funny though, bro. Immanuel Kant from our stupid philosophy classes in Oh my god, I couldn't tell you what any of those philosophers believed in other than Googling what they did. But yeah.
Are you talking about your philosophy class?
Oh my god, bro.
I haven't taken one yet.
I
Describe it.
Don't do it with toner. Wait, they deleted my. I checked on Rate My Professor, right? Rate My Professor. I left reviews of all of my teachers, all like 6 of them for this first semester, and I left 4 rather like realistic reviews, and I left 2 of them where at the end I like didn't slander them, but I literally like gave my honest opinion without like censoring it all. And one of them was my philosophy teacher, and at the end of it, I'm like, this dude puts in 0 effort. He's a lazy teacher. Avoid him if you can. This guy's a dud. And then for my other one, I put down that this woman was a terrible teacher because she took this 1 credit class, which is like intro to college.
Yeah.
Way more
You're
seriously.
talking about FACS?
Yeah, facts. And like this woman who, because she wasn't this, it's not a regular gig. She's like a music teacher,
Yeah.
and she took it so seriously, and like she literally like called me out on like several occasions for literally doing nothing except sitting at my computer. Like you pretend like I want to be in your class right now. We're forced to be here. And the thing was like I put in there that she, if you don't have the same political opinion as her, good luck. You're gonna have a long semester. And I looked at my Rate My Professor reviews. They took down They left up the ones that were positive, but they took down the ones where I kind of like dug into them. So now I'm pissed because I want the kids to know the truth of who to register for classes with.
See, here's the thing, though.
I think Ray, my professor, might be kind of sus because I've gone to some of my teachers that I know, or my professors that I know suck cock, and then they all have like threes. Like every one of my professors I've ever had has a three, and it's like
One of my professors right now
no,
has a one. I looked at 1.8 out of 5,
yeah,
That's the thing.
and
it's like,
I took their class, and I can understand why she got that score, but like she's not like a bad professor. Like she's just an extremely hard grader. Like extremely.
It's like in most colleges, you can't pick who your freshman semester teachers are, but anything past that you can like pick and
Yeah.
choose. So you kind of just get screwed over for that first semester.
Yeah, but my accounting professor, he's like this old gentleman. He's like the chair of the accounting department at St. Thomas. He's a good. He's a
Wait, pause, Carl. Why the fuck is your phone on military time? Oh wait, because he's been in the military. No, but Willem? No. Wait, come back, Carl. Willem does it in military time too because he's a nerd. But even worse, he has his weather app set to read in Celsius.
Oh,
What?
He's
no,
like
that's where
he's
I crossed the line.
no, it's he's weird. He's like, oh, it's gonna be 13 degrees tomorrow, which means that if you do 5 divided by 7 divided by 5 or whatever, all the
But
fucking math.
if you want to see something even
I don't remember
crazier,
what
not
it
only is
is.
my phone set
12
to not
divided by
only is my
7 or
phone
something
set to
like that.
military time as it has been for like the last like year, but my lock screen is a moving background screen of Jake Paul knocking out Tyron Woodley.
Okay, that's even cringier.
Boom! He just goes down. It's great, bro.
that had to have been
Omar.
a scripted fight.
Bro, Omar got this beautiful camera shot. What am I not gonna do? Make it my home screen? But yeah.
Probably not.
You're talking about Omar, ESPN
Mhm.
Omar? Oh my god.
Well, anyways, what were you talking about?
My accounting
Teachers, yeah.
professor.
Yeah.
He's this older guy, like I think this is his last year of teaching and then he's
Mhm.
gonna retire.
I have a teacher like that too.
And
Doesn't give a fuck.
he does not give a fuck. He's like if you like on your phone in class, he doesn't care. Like if you're just like on your computer doing some other bullshit, he doesn't care. But he just was like, oh, it's on you to learn this. Like if you do bad on the test, like sorry, I can't help you. Like
Bro, I've become a wizard at solitaire because of those kind of teachers.
no, but you have to pay attention in accounting, or else
Yeah.
you're not gonna know what the fuck you're doing.
No, I have classes like that. But then I have a class like geography where, like, I didn't pay attention. I didn't really pay attention in class. Like, I took the notes, but it's like she has the fucking PowerPoints that I'm like taking notes from on Canvas. So when I study,
Yeah.
I just use the PowerPoint anyways. So why am I taking notes? But whenever she says something and she's like, you gotta pay attention because this is important. Then I always write it down, and then that's on the test, right?
Right.
So that's what I do in the class. But the last time I took the test, I got like a fucking like 90 something percent. And it's like, well, fuck you. I'm just gonna play solitaire even more now.
Bro, my history class is. Oh man, I picked like the hardest one. I think.
Which
Really?
one did you pick? There's a lot of ones.
Middle East and North
Oh
Africa.
God, bro, why would you do that?
Really?
Because it fit. I was looking at the other classes, and this
Oh,
It
one,
has to
yeah.
fit the
this
schedule.
one fit the schedule, and I wouldn't have classes on
bro,
Fridays.
Fridays,
I have a
right,
class
yeah.
like that too. I have my listening class, which is so pointless. It's a useless class. It taught Carl in only like 7 colleges because it's so useless. My textbook was written and isn't produced anymore. It was written in 1985, which is before like anything was out. So when you think about listening, you think, oh, maybe it's been changed
Bro,
over
that's
the years.
before women had the right to vote.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
1920.
You
said
said
1985.
Oh,
1985.
I thought you said 1895.
What?
I thought you said 18...
That's before women had the right to vote.
You silly as hell, Carl.
You silly as hell, Carl.
You silly
Anyways,
as
it was
hell.
before, but it was before like phones, before like people like podcasts, before so many shit, like before like MP3 players, even all this shit
Yeah, no,
wasn't even out, and it's like that's changed the course of like listening. It's such a specific thing.
I know.
And then the worst part is, I had a presentation the other day, and she was so harsh on me, like in the comments, when she didn't explain how to do the presentation at all in Canvas. I basically just copied what everyone else did, and then she still was like a hard ass on me. It's like, bitch, if you're gonna be such a hard ass on me for this one presentation, you've got to at least step up your game. She has fucked up all 3 tests. Like, we'll take a test. She'll be like, "Oh, by the way, some of you might notice that you got like a 50%. That's because all the true and false answers are actually wrong. Like all the things I put as correct are actually wrong. I flipped it around. It's like you are such a shitty. You are so like I don't care. But if you're gonna be so harsh to me, then you at least have to step up. It's like
Right.
Family Guy all over again. You can't be overly critical if you yourself are dumb.
My English teacher didn't open up the grade book in Canvas at all for the fall semester. So the only way you could actually check to see was like asking her, and it's like, what is stopping you from opening up the grade
I've
book?
never had a
It's just
professor
like
like
you
that.
being lazy. I don't understand. Like you're gonna get paid either way. Why do you have to be so lazy at your job?
One of my professors doesn't use Canvas.
It's not like high
How do you
school.
have the
Like,
material?
He emails it to us.
Because
And then if you want to know your grade, you can go to all of the. He emails you your grade for every like assignment and quiz and test, and then you
it
can
seems like a lot
do
of
the math
work.
yourself.
Oh my God.
It's like you can just enter it and it does the math for me. But
Like
now you have to do the math for like 100 students at the end of this fucking
I
semester.
don't get why college professors like care so much sometimes because like when you put it this way like high school teachers if their class averages on the tests are down like they might get talked to by a principal or like in like middle school why I'll do all this NWEA tests like
Yeah.
every like 2 weeks like the reason why they do that is because they know which schools to give funding to
Hmm.
because like higher test you get what I mean so anyway like in high school if the kids are doing bad or whatever there's a lot of whatever. Like the teachers are going to get reprimanded. But in college, like sure they might be looking a little bit, but the kids already paid the money.
Hmm.
Professors are going to get paid either way. So like, why do you care so
Well, you
much?
need to because then they're sending fucking into the future kids that don't know how to do like the thing that they're supposed to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, and like,
Especially if it's like something for a specific major, like
but
like
if it's just like a
like listening.
general,
No one cares about that. Everyone took it because it filled the fucking slot,
like
and I needed to take it because it was a communication journalism elective.
Kojo,
Yeah,
What?
that's Kojo. It's communication journalism combined into
Oh,
one
okay.
acronym.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Kojo. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well, we don't call it that. I don't. Well, whatever. Anyways, yeah. You know what else is funny about teachers? It's funny how everyone is such a hard ass about plagiarism. Like, oh, if you have one sentence, it's the same as anyone else.
Yeah.
It's plagiarism. You're gonna get a zero. But then, oh, I'm taking your test, and then I went on Google and searched one of the questions. You copied this entire test from someone else because it's on fucking Quizlet.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's
I love that though. I love when you can just like none of my teachers listen to this, none of my future employers listen to this. But I love it when like you can just like highlight a question, plug it straight into Google, and Quizlet is literally like boom right there with the exact same answer
Right.
choices and
I've never
everything.
done that before. I'm just saying I've heard it's true.
How did you pass college psychology with Mr. I love
hell
my
no,
son?
Mr. Mr.
Mister
Mr. Hell no.
Mister Hell no.
Do you think my son will ever play poker?
Hell
Hell no.
no!
For those,
Do you think
we had a teacher that did that.
Do you think insert name here of my son would ever sell crack cocaine out of the back of his Honda Civic in the back in St. Paul in an alleyway?
Hell
Hell
no.
no.
Remember when that teacher was talking about how
He got suspended.
no, not that. He did get suspended
Oh
for
my.
throwing a notebook
He was
at a
right.
kid.
He was right, by the way, about everything. Because our principal at our high school, he just retired, and it's probably for like
Wait,
pension.
what?
You know that
Oh, he did?
yeah,
Okay.
you know that like
The main
the
one?
head honcho, right?
The head
Yeah,
honcho
yeah, yeah.
retired?
Yeah, he
Really?
did.
Who's
Yeah.
the head honcho?
Michael Jordan. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah. The main guy.
he retired at the half. He retired at the end of February because I'm pretty sure it has something to do with like pension. If you because maybe his birthday was or like like 59 and a half is when you like get your full. It probably had something to do
Oh, yeah, yeah,
financially.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like but whatever. I don't know his story, but anyway, he retired, and I'm like, wait a minute. Put it this way. I mean, who knows?
Oh, the head
Yeah,
honcho.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, MJ.
Yeah.
It's still up in the air if he's gonna because he's typically the one that like works the graduation ceremony
Uh-huh.
for our school, and
Oh
he's
my
like the main
God.
MC. So I'm really hoping that he didn't quit, obviously, but I'm
You're hoping
hoping
he returns?
I'm hoping that he doesn't return. So the class of 2022 has to deal with another person speaking because screw them. Like I'll put it this way: there's a lot of people in the class of 2022 that I genuinely like, but there's I'm not gonna lie. Our teacher that we were just talking about, Mr. My son would never do this, Mr. Hell no. He got suspended. And I'm not libeling here. I'm not slandering. This he literally told the class of 2022 when they were freshmen that they were the cancer of our high school.
He did.
And
He did.
I'm not gonna lie to you, he's right. And every class
I've heard that
downward
they've been,
from there is just gonna be worse.
yeah.
Like
I think that's just
No,
how
remember when
it's gonna
were
be.
you in my gym class in in whatever my gym class, whatever I don't remember, it was in freshman year. My
HP
teacher,
9.
HP9, my teacher said you guys have to talk to whoever the president is of your grade because this is like the worst class we've had in a while. Like this is the worst grade we've had in pretty much the history of our high school, and literally all of us were like, just wait till next year, bro. And then we got proven right because a teacher got suspended by telling that grade they were
Right?
cancer.
No. I,
And then that grade fucking almost single handedly like spread COVID throughout the entire
you know.
school for like 2 years.
You know what? I will say this. I wish I didn't take high school as seriously as I
Yeah,
did.
Sam.
I wish I would have had more fun in
I
high
wish I
school.
took middle school way less seriously.
Oh, well, okay,
Bro,
well,
I was stressing myself
Yeah,
out in middle
and
but
school.
I think the reason why my parents really like emphasize on their kids to work hard in middle school is
Yeah,
it gets
no.
them ready for high school and it just gets them in that
ready for
mentality
college. I think it's
because no matter unless you like fail because it is possible to like get sent
Yeah.
back, but like you can. I didn't really take my grades seriously. No, I never got anything below a B minus in high school, but I never took my grades seriously till like sophomore year, and I still regret it to this day.
Hmm.
So like nothing really matters until you get to high school, GPA wise.
Yeah.
So like
But yeah, then when I got, especially when it was like for me where it's like I'm gonna go to fucking UW Eau Claire. It's like it doesn't really.
there's still scholarships,
what's the
like,
acceptance rate?
I have no fucking clue.
but still, like, scholarships are such a big, like, the higher like, if you have a 4.0, like, you have
Yeah,
such a better chance of saving so much
but
more money
I'm
in
not. You're not.
college.
You. Yeah, but yeah, is it really worth fucking stressing yourself out over having a 4.0?
I mean, you can still take easier classes, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but
Like,
then I don't like easier
and then
classes.
there's,
Like think about the people who have a think about I don't well I don't really want to talk about it, but there's certain people that have a 4.0
mhm.
or had a 4.0 for a long time that in real life that I know personally are fucking stupid
Well,
as
there's a
fuck.
difference. I think people with 4.0s, I mean, there's obviously exceptions, and yes, Simon is one of the brightest people we'll ever meet. But like, I think a lot of 4.0s, I think anybody can get a 4.0 as long as they have the drive to do it.
As
I
long as
agree.
you have
I
Like,
agree.
like
fucking certain people as a teacher and
if
then
you
they
want
fucking
it,
give you extra
okay.
credit for
Oh,
doing nothing.
John Destro.
This person is the dumbest one of the dumbest people and had a 4.0
Yeah,
forever.
dude.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, we just cut an entire part of the podcast out because
Yeah.
Carl got too sus. Carl
No,
got too sus.
whatever.
And
Fuck.
Jack Dunn got too sus.
Yeah. So if this was the podcast of old, we'd both owe you like $1 at this point.
Oh my God. Remember when we used to
Um,
do that? We used to do
I
in the
never.
podcast where if you said something that required a bleep, you'd have to give both of the other people 25 cents. And then we stopped doing it because John Kennedy just basically said he wasn't going to do it.
So anyway,
He was like, I'm not paying
so
shit.
back on this whole 4.0 thing, right?
Not paying shit.
John Destros, who is actually one of the people in the class of 2022 who I don't mind. I think he's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like John
John
Destros.
Destros, he told me that he had a 4.0 until sophomore year when Peppermint Patty
Yeah.
gave him like he had like a whatever like what a A minus like border of an A is like
Uh-huh.
let's say a 93.998 or
Okay, yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
and she wouldn't round it up. Peppermint Patty would not round it up, and from that day forward he hasn't had a 4.0 because of it. So I'm just saying.
Well, still, even if you get like a 3.9, that's still like.
Yeah, but I mean, some colleges could be Karens about it. But oh my God, I bought the I went to the mid. Sorry, I saw what
No,
was
I'm going to show you guys
okay.
this video later and then, yeah.
I went to this the Minnesota State High School League AA hockey game championship game is one of the biggest. It's like the most watched state tournament in all of the United States, beating the Texas football tournament. But
Mhm.
anyway, I went to the championship game last Saturday night, and I brought a sign that said Edina lost, Minnesota won,
Okay, wait, you
and
need to explain that to
and
me because I didn't get it what it
so,
meant.
well, Edina has a really good hockey team all the time.
Yeah.
It's just, and basically people hate Edina because it's just a bunch of rich, stuck-up people that
Yeah,
live
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So
What does Edina stand for? Like,
every day I need attention.
yeah. Okay,
So
thank you.
anyway, no, literally, I walked around the concourse of the XL Energy Center with that sign, right, that
Hmm.
I made. It said
Hmm.
Edina lost Minnesota one because they lost in the quarterfinal round, and I got at least 100 like, oh, nice sign. I shook like at least 15 people's hands,
Okay, yeah.
and at one point I went up to the club level, and one of the ushers came up to me, and I was worried he was going to take the sign. Because ushers can be this is like some 90-year-old dude. I'm like, oh sir, by all means, what?
Yeah,
He was
okay.
like, what does Edina stand for? Because he thought it was an acronym.
Really?
And I'm like, well, sir, it's just this and this and that. Oh, you can take the sign if you want. I've already had my fun with it. And he just goes, no, Sonny, like, do you know what Edina stands for? And I finally get what he means. This 90-year-old geezer came up to me and he explained the everyday I need attention thing. I was like, even a 90-year-old is in on it. But
That's funny.
but yeah, so I bought a ticket. Speaking of Karens, what I was getting to is that game is sold out. It's sold the whole
arena.
Yeah, 20,000 seats are gone. So basically, the only seats that were left were the seats that the student section of the participating teams didn't buy for some stupid reason. Because even if you're not going to go, just resell it. But anyway, I bought the ticket, and it was in the Andover student section. And I was there for maybe like a period, but the point is, I tried to resell the ticket on I was planning on going to the game, and I went. But if somebody was going to offer me a bunch of money, I'm not just going to not resell it.
Right.
So I put it up for $250, which is a little bit too much. But the point wasn't
You
to
put
like
the sign up for $250.
no. I put the ticket up for.
Oh, sorry.
So
I was
and
Where did you sell it?
I was
on?
blanking for a second there.
Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
So basically, right, I'll put it this way. I wasn't trying to like screw anybody out of not trying to go to the game for a relative price. I'm just saying
Yeah.
if some rich prick wanted to get into the game and who actually had $250 to throw at me again.
Okay.
So some Karen, right? Some Karen goes onto my post and she's like, "Well, I've reported you to the Minnesota State High School League for being what do they call that? When you're trying to it's an S word. Scalp and like
Scalper.
for scalping. Yeah. Like, oh, I have a party for scalping. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I can't wait for the Minnesota State High School League to read that email when it's Monday morning and they go into work. But it was a Saturday. But yeah, the game was fun as hell. I actually left early because I parked in a parking ramp where if you left at the end of the game when everybody else left, you'd be there for like an hour and a half. So it was one of the. If you don't know, the game ended up being one of the greatest high school games.
I watched it live at.
It went into double overtime and everything, and I left fucking early. I was able to see the conclusion at home, but yeah, wasn't it fucking crazy?
Yeah, me and my buddies, we all went to this venue and we watched it there. And
this venue,
he
says,
had a great time.
That was a good venue for Bible study.
57 minutes or 37 minutes we've been doing this?
My eyes
37.
Oh,
really?
Good.
Wow.
Okay, I gotta show you guys this video. I'm switching subjects.
Go ahead.
This is a new thing I'm gonna do this is something I've not done on the podcast before. Is I'm showing you guys a video I watched last night. I want to see what you guys think of it. Okay, ready? So I'm gonna put it on the screen, but I'm going to show it to you guys at the same time. Carl's texting and Jack Dunn's watching the Timberwolves game.
Okay, no, I'm watching.
Okay, Carl's okay. So this is the video.
Holy fuck!
Were you just checking out her ass?
No, I wasn't. Wait, babe, calm down. Oh my god, Mary, I am sorry. Come back. What the fuck?
Wait, and that was it. I saw that last night, and I was literally perplexed.
So I can explain. All right. So,
no, but there was no punchline.
Okay, if you there's no punchline. It's stupid. But if you don't know, that's a famous couple on TikTok that make videos where the guy just like is ironically like really misogynistic, and he's like he's just a dick to his girlfriend when in reality they're completely fine. So that's complete. That was not real at all.
Well, I know it's not real because he's fucking filming it.
Yeah.
You think if my girlfriend is walking out, I'm gonna be like
at Hooters.
Yeah. Holy fuck! Were you just checking out her ass, babe? No. Fuck this.
I love how you
babe. No, stop. Wait. I was seriously watching that last night. I'm like. I was waiting for the punchline. I was what the fuck?
I do hate it when like some TikToks just have no punchline. Or I hate it now because now you can make TikToks that are like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Bro.
People will still make videos and they won't have a part. They'll like come back for part 2. You can make a video 10 minutes long and you cliffhanger us. You blue balls us all the way and then you don't get to the point. Like I want to go through the screen.
YouTube supremacy. YouTube
Sorry,
is better.
I don't mean to interrupt, but the Timberwolves are going absolutely stupid.
What's the score?
Right we're up by 18.
Are you kidding? Against the Bucks? Oh my god!
Bro, remember what was the deal with Karl Anthony Towns? Didn't he like get like a fuck ton of points?
Oh, let's.
No, I don't want to hear from you. I want to talk from Jack Dunn.
So
yeah, start with the 3-point shooting contest.
So we'll start from there. So during the All-Star break, Karl Anthony Towns got selected to be in the 3-point contest.
Okay.
And he was like one of the few centers to ever be selected.
He is really good at at 3-pointers. It's not like it's a novelty. Oh, let's chuck the big guy in.
No, he's actually a great 3-point shooter.
He's like a foot taller than every other past winner on average.
I know.
Yeah.
And so he got into the final round because he was finished in the top 3. Because I think there's how many participants? 8?
Yeah, but
8. Yeah.
It's not like all the other guys were shit.
No, these are the best 3-point shooters in the world.
And it's not like they were having an off day either. Like they weren't exactly cooking, but Karl Anthony Towns was actually going to town on them.
Right. So Cat got into the final round, and who did he beat? I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but anyway, he set a record for the most for the highest score in the final round. I think he had
Because
like
Trae Young didn't get in the final round.
yeah, no, he
Yeah.
didn't, and he had like 29 points, and there's in the 3-point contest. There's 4 normal balls on a rack, and there's one like
Green,
money
yeah.
ball, and there's
So it's like an Wii Sports
Yeah,
Resort.
it's worth like 3. Yeah,
but there's one rack that's all money balls
Okay.
that he got to pick, and I think
Mhm.
he made every single one of the
Because some people
money.
are better like corner shooters,
Right.
So they get to pick.
Corner 3.
And there's also like a Mountain Dew like extra long shot from about like 35 feet away, and I think
Okay.
he made one of those 2, and that's worth 3.
Mhm.
And anyway, he set the record for like the most
The
threes,
most points in the championship round.
and he was the first big man since.
Been a long ass time.
I'm pretty sure he was the first center to ever win. I think Dirk Nowitzki might have won. He was a 7-foot power forward,
Okay.
but
So
Cat is the first center to ever win.
And now on the franchise record he set the other night.
Yeah, and so he had a game. We were playing the San Antonio Spurs
On the road.
in San Antonio, and San Antonio Spurs coach is the best coach, probably the best basketball coach ever, rivaling like Coach K of Duke and Phil Jackson.
Michigan State. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he had about like 25 points in the first half. He had an amazing first half. And in the third
quarter.
quarter, he scored 32 points
In one
alone
quarter.
in the third quarter. That's 12 minutes.
Mm.
He was in the whole quarter. He scored 32 points. He was hitting step back threes. Like Zach Collins, who was his matchup, could not guard him. Like it was like actually like he could not do anything to stop him. So by the end of the third quarter, he had 56 points, and that tied the franchise record, which he had previously set, and his career
And it was
high.
and at that time, because Kyrie Irving had to steal his spotlight the very next night,
Yeah.
it was the season record for any player on any team this season up till that point. And
Well,
then-
yeah, So he
and then-
scored. He went in during the fourth with like 7 or 8 minutes left, and he got 2 fouls right away. So then he was sitting at 5 fouls. And in the NBA, if you get 6 personal fouls, you foul out of the game. You
Okay.
can't come
Yeah.
back in.
All right.
So he had 5 fouls, and the game was like kind of close. We were like up by 10, but then he came in again with like 3 minutes left because he wanted to get to 60.
Yeah.
And so he, I think he got fouled. He went to the free throw line, missed 1 free throw. Then he made it. Then he was at 57. Then he hit like a 3 from about 35 feet away and got to 60 points, which is a new Timberwolves franchise record for the most points in a single game. And it ties Kyrie Irving tied that
the very next
night
yeah.
for the most points this season in a game.
Huh.
We're not allowed to have.
Is
nice
Kyrie
games.
Irving the bad
He's
anti-vax,
He's the one that won't get vaccinated.
He's like the Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers of the NBA.
Except, well, he doesn't get to play in home games.
Yeah. Well, he might be.
Really?
I think New York is like changing.
They're trying to
yeah,
change the
because
rule.
the playoffs are coming up. And,
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets to play road games.
Carl? What's your opinion of Tom Brady coming back?
Well, the thing is,
Not surprised.
I was
That's all
at the
Yeah.
Wild game.
Tom Brady, fuck them kids.
Fuck them.
No, he's literally like taking the kids to school for like 1 month. He's like, "Fuck this shit, I have to go back."
Fuck
Like,
this.
no, I saw a meme that was like Tom Brady's kids when the only time they can spend time with him is playing Madden. But yeah,
Imagine if your kid's like, Carl, what would you do if your kid does not like the things like?
I mean,
What is
like,
Carl like?
WWE
Yeah.
and
well, I'm not.
sports.
Here's the thing: I'm not gonna force them to like what I like, but I'm gonna heavily like influence them to like.
Yeah, like how I'm gonna like my kids are gonna watch Star Wars when they're little.
Or it's
Like,
like
you know what though?
But if they don't like Star Wars, then
you're
it's
not gonna
like
force
you
them
don't
to
have
watch
to
with
like
you,
Star
but like
Wars.
you might just be like conveniently watching, and you're like, "Hey, Dad, what's that?" And like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Carl,
it's
your interests though are like super diverse. I feel like so
Well-
there will probably be a good chance like your child will
At least,
have
like,
like
resonate with
something
you on
that
something.
you like.
you're telling me there's a chance. So I have a
not like your dad who was like only likes hunting and then you like
Exactly.
everything besides hunting.
Exactly.
no, I don't dislike hunting. I don't dislike hunting.
You see, you always say that, but you complain
You
about
always
it so
complain about
much.
going hunting.
So it's either you're lying about
No.
how bad it is, or
No,
you're lying
like,
about how good it is.
If hunting was only in the evening, I'd be fine with it. But like when you go to school full time and then
and
like
then have to wake
you
up
have
at
to-
5 on
you
a
have to-
Saturday.
yeah, on a Saturday and Sunday, it's like, bro, and you don't even see shit in the morning. You only see shit in the evening. So like,
Yeah.
that is what it is. And sometimes you just gotta get lucky, and that's where most of the faith in it comes in. But anyway, like, so
I've never gone hunting in my life.
Me neither.
Ever.
it's just pretty niche. And do
I would go hunting I wouldn't want to go hunting like how you do, Carl, where like you can't talk or anything.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to go
Stan.
somewhere you can talk, like duck hunting or something.
Yeah.
My Tinder bio.
Or I could just go fishing.
Yeah,
I
like
I like fishing.
fishing is a form of hunting.
The problem with fishing is that, okay,
Well,
Yeah.
the issue is
I
that
want to do an episode of the podcast like that just titled like Gone Fishing. We're just a fishing episode.
oh yeah,
We're just like on a boat fishing the entire
so
episode.
I
my
would be down.
my Tinder bio is now two truths and a lie.
Oh my god, so
I
cringe.
almost got arrested for breaking into the security area of a major casino. I survived an angry bear encounter while I was out in the woods by myself with only a bow and arrow, and I spoke at high school graduation as the valedictorian of my class.
You
Um,
said two truths and a lie.
it is two truths and a
No,
lie.
it's not.
Yeah,
No, the
yes,
valedictorian
You're not a
part isn't true.
valedictorian.
exactly.
So, but the other two
But the other two are
things
true. I almost got arrested for breaking into the security area of a major casino because I had to do a delivery for the paint shop that I work at now.
I
And
remember this.
no, so anyway, they're not at the casino where we live. We're next to where we live, and basically you have to like stop at like a little like tiki hut, like security area, get a badge before you can just walk in and go
Welcome.
to Squidward's Tiki Land. But yeah, I didn't. There's no gate. There's no physical gate that prevents you from driving into the secured area. It just says stop at the white line, but the white line is yellow. So I literally just like, if no one's gonna come out, I thought they were gonna like come out and greet me or something. So I literally just drove forward into the secured area without a badge, and I start walking around the casino with like, hey, someone ordered this can of paint here. I need to drop this off. And eventually, the fucking like security guard comes, and it's not real security. It's like the casino security. So it's
Was
just
it the reservation
no,
police?
no,
Oh,
it was casino security,
okay.
and it's like this dude straight out of The Simpsons. This like fat white guy comes up to me and he's like, "Well, you need a, how did you get in here?" There's no gate. You can literally just
How did you get in here?
So anyway, he's like, "You gotta stop at the gate there." Okay, then maybe put up a physical gate, whatever. So anyway, I get my badge, I drop the paint off in the right spot, and then I leave. But he asked for my driver's license, so I thought I was maybe even gonna like get it because he probably has to like report the incident or something. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's what happened there. And the bear thing is true, and the lie is I spoke at high school graduation as the valedictorian of my class. That's the lie because I did
Wait,
speak.
wait, wait, but what did you say? Repeat the one about the bear thing?
Yeah,
Because you said a bear attack. You didn't even
No,
weren't even close
no,
to the
I
bear.
said an angry bear encounter. I didn't say angry bear
But it wasn't
attack.
angry. It
Yes,
didn't even see you.
no, no, it was. She knew where I was. She just couldn't see me because I was in camouflage. She was with her two
But she wasn't
cubs.
angry.
Yes, she was.
No, she
she
wasn't.
knew something was up.
She knew so, she was like
She looked in your direction.
She was ready to throw down because she was with her two kids.
You
and
were
she
in a
was-
tree.
That doesn't mean she can't climb the tree.
No, bears can climb.
Yes, they can,
I-
bro.
I know they can climb trees, but they didn't. She doesn't know where you are. You
No,
said.
when the bear literally stands up on her hind legs and looks straight in your direction because she can smell you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
So what-
I'm
okay, so
counting
wait.
that as an angry bear encounter.
So it's
Just say you had an encounter
so it's
with a
two
bear.
half lies and a truth.
It's creative truth.
That's so I mean, it would be. That's actually a creative idea for a Tinder bio, though. If it
What-
wasn't like
what-
three, like
What can I say?
if it wasn't like not who you are at all. Is it like I almost got arrested doing this? I fended off a bear. But
Okay,
in real life,
The pictures
in
on my
re-
account do not.
you know the meme of like the Doge that's like really swole.
Yeah,
and so the Doge-
yeah,
Carl, how he describes himself on Tinder, like, "Oh, I defended myself against a bear, the valedictorian. I almost got arrested."
yeah.
And then in real life, I don't like the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings aren't a very good team anymore. Mike Zimmer. Yeah.
Greatest Vikings coach of all time.
Shut up.
an International Men's Day?
Okay, for the record, I do not believe that. That's a joke.
Oh,
It's a
God.
joke.
Every time, Carl might be the person I open on the most on Snapchat.
Well, no, I open on you.
No, you don't.
Look,
Oh no! It's Carl saying some random paragraph, and me saying like, haha, and then he opens on that.
well, like what I told you the other night was like I said some random thing about Family Guy where it's like one of my favorite scenes from Family Guy is when it's the episode where
Oh,
Lois
yeah.
kills Stewie, and basically it comes down to it where so Stewie as like the president of the new universe or whatever, he makes new laws where like the laws are so stupid, like you have to like throw apples at the fat man, which is Peter.
sees Peter Griffin must throw apples at
Literally, yes, yeah. So basically,
That accent was
it cuts
good.
back to the family's living room, and Chris is throwing apples at his dad, and Peter's like, "Ah, sorry, Dad." And like, "Oh no, it's okay, son. You're following the law like a good boy."
You have the worst
and then-
Peter Griffin. You're following the law like a good
So
boy.
anyway, then Peter he turns over to Meg, and he's like, "But you, Meg, go ahead."
But you, Meg, you're going to jail.
You're going to jail. And it just cuts away.
It isn't even that funny, but Carl just randomly thought of it. Every random thought that Carl thinks of, he just texts to me. And sometimes he sends it in a video message, and I'm with my friends, and I'll just play it out loud. I'm like, you guys want to hear what Carl has to think today?
Oh my god.
Do your college friends know about me?
Yeah, I talked about you on the podcast. They know you as the guy who called. Because remember when you were like, hey, we were talking about episode 100, or you texted me and asked about episode 100 of the podcast, where at the end Brennan like is like giving me the ride or whatever, like he steals my car and shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, who's your buddy at the end?
Oh.
And then so then now whenever we talk about Jack Dunn, we'd be like, oh, maybe Jack Dunn can come up here once and meet your buddy Brennan, because I talk about how out of place it was for you to say, because you always say every time you talk about Brennan, you're like, who's your buddy? And then like you asked me about the roommate thing, and you're like, oh, who am I rooming with? I'm like, oh, Brennan. He's like, oh, is that your buddy from from the episode 100? And I'm like, yeah, well, it is my buddy from episode 100.
Bro, I just like that word, okay?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, bud?
Speaking of roommates, I was with my roommate Drew.
Oh,
Super
no.
cool. His name was my roommate Drew. When it comes to Drew,
I'm gonna have to do so much editing work on this fucking episode.
okay, that was Jack.
I don't even remember what I feel. This
So-
episode is such a blur for me. Maybe I didn't get enough sleep last night, but I can't remember what we talked about on this episode.
Well, I will.
It's just been potpourri of...
It's just been
keep
potpourri
in
of
mind.
making.
Keep in mind. I woke up this morning at 5:30. That's when you went to bed.
That's true.
So.
Oh, you want to hear something funny about
What's
that?
up?
Okay, so my parents actually had to wake up at 5. I think they have to be. If they had to leave my house this morning at 5:45 to go to this stupid rabbit thing with Chloe and Henry, they had to wake up at 5:45, and I was like, oh, they're not gonna. They have to go to bed early tonight. And then last night, my dad comes to my room at like midnight. He's like, you seen the cat anywhere? I'm like, TS, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, I can't find her. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it was like 12:15. And I'm like, oh fuck! Now I hope that cat didn't get like eaten or anything. So I look around the entire house. I asked my parents were still kind of like on their phones in bed. And keep in mind, this like 12:15. They're supposed to leave the house at 5:45. And then so I was like, "Did you look here?" And they're like, "No." And then I was like, they're like, "Look at this. Look in my car." Maybe they jumped in the car when I was like loading shit in the car or whatever. So I looked in the car, wasn't in there. We literally looked the entire house. Then I went outside and started looking outside, like yes, 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 look for the cat. And then it was like 12:45. My dad comes out. He's fully dressed now. He's like with a flashlight. We're looking outside for the cats, just because we're like, where did the fucking cat go? We don't usually like look for the cat every night because we just have seen him recently. But like just because we thought like, where's the cat? And then we couldn't find the cats. So then we end up finding him under Henry's bed at 12:45 in the morning. And I feel so bad because they had to fucking they had to leave at 5:45. So they just got fucked. I'm like, I'm gonna stay up and play Minecraft for a couple hours, and then I'm gonna wake up at like noon tomorrow. You guys have to wake up at 5:45 to go to the stupid rabbit shit.
I woke up at 12 today. I felt amazing.
I know, it's so nice.
No words.
Fuck you, Carl.
It's drill weekend, so the worst part about waking up for drill weekend isn't the Saturday. It's getting through the whole day of Saturday and realizing you have to do it the entire next day again. Because I have to wake up at 5:10 tomorrow as well. And if you're wondering, I leave for basic training for the Air Force on May 3rd. And yeah, I'm gonna be gone for a while. I'll post some like dramatic.
So you're
like,
gonna miss Doctor Strange too?
I'm gonna miss a lot of stuff, including.
When is that coming out?
May 4th.
I thought that was coming out like soon.
May 5th.
Maybe I can like.
Or May 4th and 5th.
Maybe I can email the Russo brothers and ask if
I
I
thought it
can
was
see
like
it
coming
early.
out soon.
Yeah,
Did it get
is
pushed
soon.
back?
Isn't Deadpool
I-
gonna be in it?
If there's rumors, everyone might be in it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the multiverse
Doctor
of madness.
Strange. I love Doctor Strange. By far my favorite Marvel superhero.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say Dark Marvel superhero movie, and I was like, whoa,
No,
okay,
he's
that's
my
gonna
favorite
suck.
superhero
You
because
guys just ever missing
his
Marvel?
his like the original Doctor Strange movie is so good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So good.
Can't say I've seen it.
I watched it on
You
Disney.
haven't seen it?
No.
After watching
Far From Home?
No.
No Way Home?
Yeah, after watching No Way Home, since Doctor Strange played a pretty big role.
Yeah,
in that movie,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna learn more about this guy. And like,
You never watched Doctor Strange 1?
No.
What the fuck?
The thing I don't like about No Way
All you motherfuckers. Oh, you've never seen Marvel? Oh, 2019, I went to see Captain Marvel with you motherfuckers. Oh, you've never seen any of the Marvel movies? And then no one has seen all of them. No one. And people are like, oh yeah, I watch all the Marvel movies. Oh, except for Iron Man 3, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's like,
I've seen most of them.
I know, but like Carter would be like, Carter will be like, Marvel is the best movie series of all time. Okay, who's the villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp? That's my question I ask everyone. Who is the villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp? Carl, who is the villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Some like alien thing.
No, not even close.
I think I
Some
told
like
Lucas what it
scientist that wants to
was.
steal the technology or something.
Yeah, it was like Ghost or whatever her name was.
Yeah, it was like this ghost girl.
I go without
Oh,
Googling it,
right.
who is the villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp? That's my number one question that I ask.
My favorite Stanley cameo is in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Which
My
one is
favorite
that
Stanley cameos in Guardians of the Galaxy, one of them when he's like,
one? Arguing with like the aliens in
yeah,
space.
he's like the alien in space, and it's kind of revealed that every Stan Lee cameo is the same guy. He's like a watcher that like goes
Yeah,
and
he's
pretends to be a different
just in
person.
different universes. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man. Remember when Stanley died? Was that when we were sophomores or freshmen?
Weird of you to bring
Or
that up, but yes, there's some
sophomores or juniors,
sophomores.
bro. That was a death that really hit. And like Scott Hall or like I mentioned to you like a year ago. What's gonna happen like when these celebrities are like, what if like Tom Hanks dies in like the next like 10 years?
Why would you say that?
Because like, bro, imagine he dies like the day this comes out.
Oh
Or,
my
like,
God. Don't even say that. Knock
remember
on
when he
wood.
got COVID? Bro, and everybody thought COVID was gonna be like so terrible.
Yes,
They were like,
yes,
oh my
Carl.
God. Well, COVID was terrible, but
Look, we thought Tom Hanks was gonna die of COVID.
yeah. It's like anybody but Tom. No, literally like anybody but Tom Hanks. But bro, if we've learned anything from watching Tom Hanks movies, it's to never travel with him, like at all. Bro, I got into Captain Phillips. Okay, Captain Phillips. You know the? Do you know the Captain Phillips story? Like,
I
uh,
am the captain now. Yeah.
you do understand the story of what happened. So, do you know what happened with
Wait,
Captain Phillips?
what the fuck are
No,
we
no, no.
talking about in this
I
episode?
just want to
No,
come.
wait. We were talking about something, and then we got derailed. Now we're talking about Tom Hanks
Okay, just
dying.
give me 1 second because it's funny. So back in like back in like the Obama's first term, there was a cruise.
What the fuck?
Why are you bringing up
No,
Obama now?
This is important.
Carl, you
There
will
was
bring up
a
the most
there was a
roundabout
there,
shit
there
of
was
all
a, there, there
time.
was a storage ship that was going that was traveling on the eastern coast of Africa, and there was this real life captain named Captain Phillips, captain of this cargo ship, that was told specifically to not basically Somali pirates. They brought up a fishing boat and they had their AK-47s and they took over the ship, but they couldn't do it. So basically, they took the captain hostage and they went. You know the story. You can Google it if you want. But
And
basically,
there's a fucking movie with Tom Hanks in it.
so basically, what happened was after what happened, the whole narrative was like, "Oh, this captain is so heroic and brave for sacrificing himself to save his crew and his cargo, for having to go live with these pirates and almost die, basically give his life up for
Right,
them."
okay.
But it came out like in the years since that all like the crewmates and like the first engineers, like the higher ups on that ship, it came out that he was told multiple times, like hundreds of times, he shouldn't sail the ship anywhere between this range of the shore because that's how far the Somali pirate boats can come out. And guess what? He ignored them. And he went closer to the shore to save time. So in reality, Captain Phillips put all of his people in danger. He's not some sort of hero. He's the only reason why they were in that scenario to begin with. So that's funny as hell that it came out. And he's done these seminars where he'll like tell the story for like 40 minutes in front of like a group of people at dinner or whatnot. And you listen to the real life Captain Phillips talk, and you can 100% believe that this dude is such a ditz that he decided to save money just so he could make more money and get there in quicker time, and he put everybody's lives in danger.
Was that an episode of Adam Ruins Everything
No, it wasn't.
that you stole from? That you stole this anecdote from?
I'm done about Captain Phillips. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Well, he did still save people.
Well, he also put everybody in danger
Well,
by.
okay, yeah. If you're gonna put people in danger, then it should also be your responsibility to like.
Wasn't it crazy that Sully Sullenberger put everyone in danger by flying them up into the air on a plane?
Well, no, but he had nothing to do with those
Who's
engines
that?
being attacked.
He's the guy who like landed the plane onto
He
like the
landed
lake
the
or
plane.
whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
That Tom
But
Hanks
here's
played
the
as
thing,
well, I
here's the
think.
thing. Sully Sullenberger had nothing to do with the birds flying into the engines. Captain Phillips had everything to do with saying, "Nah, fuck it, we can sail the ship that close to the shore." And he was warned about it
No, I'm
hundreds
just
of times.
I'm making fun of you, Carl.
Yeah, I get it. Fuck, that's
No, that's
I
that's
love
why
that
like
Sully
if you're
movie.
like going through like the Suez Canal and through the
Right,
Red Sea
yeah.
into like the
Remember when that got stuck last
Yes.
year?
bro, like you gotta be super careful because bro, piracy in like Somalia it's really
Yeah, those Somali pilots really do be stealing
Ooh,
movies.
speaking of pirates, I just watched Uncharted yesterday.
Oh, the Tom Holland one?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
they say anything about Hector
Oh, there's two.
Alcazar?
Funny you should ask. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but you know how. So basically, in
Anybody
Uncharted.
that wanted to see that movie has already seen it.
Okay, so basically, skip to the next chapter of the podcast because you can look in the thing, chapters. You can like do the thing now. That isn't TS, by the way. That's a completely different cat.
Wait, that's just a random ass cat.
No, that's Oscar,
okay.
my second cat. That is
Okay.
the opposite color of TS.
It's got some pretty eyes.
Where is he?
What?
Well, it's got nice green eyes.
I can't even see
But
it.
whatever.
Carl, you're so sad. That cat's got some pretty eyes.
I'm not. Not David Dobrik. I'm not. What's
Shane Dawson.
I'm not Shane Dawson. Okay.
Did that come out
Okay.
as true?
No, because he.
Um.
Okay. Anyways, Shane Dawson aside, what were we talking about? Oh, Uncharted.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So in Uncharted 4, basically, there's this line. Uncharted 4, there's this game series called Uncharted that I play, right? And in Uncharted 4, Nathan Drake, the main character's brother, is in the game, and you wonder why he was dead. Like, why was he not mentioned in the first three games? Well, because Nathan Drake thought he was dead, so he didn't want to bring him up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he was actually in prison, right? The entire first three games, and you think that this guy, this like evil pirate guy, kind of named Hector Alcazar, basically broke him out,
That's
and
such a
now
movie villain,
now
man.
you have to find this treasure to pay him off. Otherwise, he's gonna kill Sam, his Nathan Drake's brother, right? Basically, it's revealed at the end of the game that the main villain of the game broke Nathan Drake's brother out. Hector Alcazar he died in a shootout in Argentina like 6 months ago. So basically, there's this line where it's revealed that Nathan Drake's brother's a dick because he just wants to go find treasure because he's a greedy bitch and wants money, and so he basically makes up this whole lie. But there's this point in the game where it's like the turning point in the story that for some reason me and Jack Dunn remember the quote of the game where the main villain named Rafe, I believe, goes like, "Whoa,
Rafe.
whoa, whoa! What the hell are you talking about,
That
Nate?
sounds like a Kardashian.
Hector Alcazar died in a
thing.
shootout,
Shootout
like
in
Argentina, like 6 months ago. I'm the one that broke Samuel out." And me and Jack Dunn will just me and Jack Dunn will just randomly quote shit that isn't even funny or
The
anything.
inside jokes, yeah.
Well, some of the lines are funny, but that line isn't funny in the game.
What's our like inside joke that? Oh, probably the water phone.
Yeah. The Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon-
One of the recent ones that's been funny is how in every Gordon Ramsay
show.
show that like anytime someone will be like, Gordon, what the fuck? And then Gordon will be like, this food is trash, and your mother's a whore. And then like everyone will be silent. It'll cut to some random person in the thing looking at like the drama ensuing, and then the fucking background will play like the sound effect like that.
Dun, dun. Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So and they play it like once every 10 seconds. And me, Jack, John, and John were watching Kitchen Nightmares
I feel
at
like
John's
it's a new
house.
show every year.
Yeah, we were watching Kitchen Nightmares, and we were just laughing at how much it would show
Kitchen
up.
Nightmares is his best show.
The best part is
No,
like
that
he's got
show's
some shows where he like works with kids, so obviously he can't like yell.
Master Chef
Yeah,
Junior.
he can't like yell at these little kids the same way he yells at
beautiful,
adults.
gorgeous.
But people like edit it in, so like they take the clips of him yelling at adults and the kids crying, and they just edit it to make it look like he's just screaming at these kids.
We didn't even spoil Uncharted. Okay, so now, basically in that movie, Sam is in the beginning, and then it's revealed that he dies, and then as someone who I've played the games, I know he's not dead, right? So then Nathan Drake thinks he's dead at the end of the movie, but then in like an end credit scene, sort of, he's not dead, and he's in a prison. So I'm like, I can't wait till Uncharted 4 comes out, the movie where it's revealed that Sam was alive and broke out of jail. But yeah, so
What year is that movie set in?
it must be current day because they got like phones and stuff. It's not trying to be like the Uncharted games.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's before all of the games took place because it's when he meets Sully. Okay, this is another thing that pissed me off about the movie. I told my parents when I was done, they were like, "What did you think of the movie?" I was like, "I was gonna give it a 10 out of 10." Obviously, that's not true. I was like, "I was gonna give it a 10 out of 10," but since Sully, who's Mark Wahlberg, doesn't say his catchphrase, I have to give it a 5.
What's the catchphrase?
Well, his name is in the game. They call him Victor Goddamn Sullivan because he always says "Goddamn."
Oh,
That's
yeah,
his catchphrase.
yeah.
He says, "Oh, goddamn, this, goddamn."
God.
Right? But then, and Nathan Drake's catchphrase is, "Oh crap." He says that like when he's about to fucking like fall out of a plane or whatever. And but my parents were like, well, a lot of people don't like the phrase "goddamn" because it's like religious. It's like,
right.
who the fuck cares? People are getting shot in this movie. How
Bro.
bad is it that people are saying "goddamn"?
It'll happen at least like once a year.
They said fuck in
Batman.
Yeah, and that's
Well, yeah, because it's like a dark. You should know if you're bringing your kid to Batman that like it's gonna be dark, especially with this.
I wish they made it rated R.
So if it's
Yeah,
like Lego Batman, it'd be
it would have
different.
sold
But,
way less tickets if it was rated R. You gotta
But
understand.
Joker was rated R.
but yeah, but I think people.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's true. But
Is
Joker is different than
Is
Batman.
that Joker
No.
movie in the same universe?
No.
Okay, no.
No.
So is the Joker movie just like
Standalone.
That's what
okay.
DC I think is doing better because some Marvel movies are tied down by the fact that they have to relate to
Right.
the MCU.
Yeah.
Like Eternals. Actually, that movie just sucks ass completely for a different
I
reason.
never
but,
even saw it. I just didn't have any faith.
yeah. Well, I saw it because I was going to give it a chance, but then the movie just wasn't good. You probably didn't like it. Ah, never mind. I was gonna make fun of you.
Oh, I know what you're about to get. I do have to tell one quick story because it's so good that it happened. Like, so this morning, every morning at 7 a.m. at drill, we have a commander's call where everybody in my group, like all 60 of us, like get it's like promotional time where everybody's in the same space. And at 7:30 this morning, the really important person, the base's sexual assault response coordinator came in. She came to speak with us. And at one point, because it's 7:30 in the morning, and like all of us are like adults there, and we kind of get the idea. But basically, she came in, and she at one point she's like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna try to lighten the mood now a little bit. Let's play a little bit game of Never Have I Ever, and
Oh
just
no.
don't actually stand up, just do it in your head. I know." And I
What?
keep it no,
What's the
just
fun in that?
no, just like so. Basically, she was like, okay, well, if you're just gonna keep it on your hands, just put 5 fingers up, and if you've done it, put it. But anyway, because keep in mind, it's stuff that has to do with like awkward
Can
conversations.
you tell
So
a fucking story?
anyway, what happened
Did
was
you put your hands up or not?
no, but what happened was it's about what she said. So it's 7:30 in the morning in a room full of military people in because she's not in the military.
Okay.
And what happened was everybody's just dead silent, just listening respectfully to her, and it's just the room is just dead because it's 7:30 in the morning. And she goes, "All right, never have I ever in the workplace had somebody say you're a pussy. You're such a little bitch." Um, like sissy and literally I know it's not very funny like right now because we're in this situation, but keep in mind, what if this happened at like 7, like you're in a room
It's 7:30 in the morning. Everyone's silent. She's like, "Never have I ever had someone call me a little pussy bitch."
yeah, literally. And like I'm sitting there and like I'm biting my lip the hardest I've ever been in my life to not just go because even if I just go
What?
if I just go like everybody, the whole room's gonna hear it. I don't want to because what made me laugh was I was in like one of the back rows and like some dude in like the very back row after she said that was like under his breath he goes like, "Bro, I do that like every day."
What?
I'm just dying to myself because the whole room is silent when
I'm
she.
so confused. Wait, so it's no one has ever called me a pussy?
No, it's like you're saying like
I've never called anybody like
or like you've never heard this in the workplace because it's about like sexual assault or sexual harassment. You know what I mean? So like she's like saying it's more common than you think that stuff
Oh.
happens. She wants to like prevent stuff from happening. So like we're all just have to sit there in complete seriousness. Like nobody makes a noise. Everybody's just completely bone dry serious, and she's just going. Nobody's ever said you little bitch, little pussy ass. It's like, bro. But yeah, and then another thing was yesterday morning, I went to the McDonald's drive-through in a neighboring town on the way to work, and what happened was, I get to pay the cashier, and the cashier just goes, "Oh, the lady," and keep in mind it was only like $6. The lady in front of you, we're on a streak right now. She paid for your food. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty nice. And keep in mind at this point, the truck in front of me was still like I couldn't like pull forward to the next window.
Wait, can I guess how the story goes?
Yeah,
Okay, so basically she says we're on a streak like not everyone is paying for the person behind them.
yeah.
And then no matter how much the amount behind you is, I know for a fact you're not paying for this person's food,
You
right?
want to know what I did?
If this person's got a fucking water,
Yeah.
you would not have paid for it.
So she doesn't like suggest for me to pay or anything, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But at this point, the truck in front of me is pulled forward.
It sounds like she did. It sounds like she said, "We're on a streak right now."
At this point, the truck in front of me is like pulled forward, so I have enough room to like go up to the next window and just get my food and leave. So I literally just go, "Oh hell yeah!" and then I just drive forward.
Oh hell yeah!
Carl, you're such a terrible person.
Oh my
I
god.
would have, but I would ask how much is the
Yeah.
person behind me, if that's possible, because I don't want to. Because one time someone when I worked at Culver, someone was like, "I'm gonna pay for the person behind me," and then I was
It's
like,
like a family
I
of
was like, "Are you
7.
sure they just got a $50 order?" And they're like,
Well,
yeah, sure."
it is always nice when people like pay it forward or whatever, but
Yeah.
inflation be really hitting us right now, man. At work the other day, I had to put up the prices and everything was like 20% higher, but Yeah. I love how your phone screen matches your hoodie. That's not even a hoodie, it's a crew neck. Fuck. I am not on a
What the fuck are you talking about? You need to get more sleep, Carl.
Carl, what time are you going to bed tonight? Like 8?
No, like 10:30. No, I missed the Carlos Correa news because that broke at midnight. Because I.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! How does unclouded day start?
No.
Oh, they tell me about home.
They tell me.
Dude, remember when Bailey was in choir?
Remember when he went to
Remem-
Shattuck for senior year?
And then remember when he recorded
Remember when
himself
he recorded himself on the
during the
during the
concert?
choir concert?
Okay, 10th grade, 10th grade spring choir concert. That had to have been like, I bet the choir department that night after that was like,
We're canceling everybody named JD and putting them because remember John Destros
Then
did it at the
John
very
Yeah.
Destros fainted, yeah.
yeah. I'm like,
oh,
That
didn't
was
he
so
catch
funny.
me? Didn't John Destros catch me?
no. Oh,
No,
catch
no,
you?
no, no,
No,
no. It was
because
Siebenaar.
Oh, it was Siebenaar, yeah.
and then he and Alex Schaffner like drug you off because that's the
Yeah.
scary thing is like you were completely out. Your feet were literally like dragging
Yeah,
on the
no, I
stage.
was-
I was trying. I was on the stage like
No, I was in the back row, so I couldn't do anything because everybody was in front of me. So like,
Oh,
I was
bro.
like, okay, because
Oh,
that was
okay.
was it the winter concert or was that the
Spring.
it was spring.
Oh no, John Destros was the
Destros
winter
was
because
Christmas, yeah.
it was the winter because I remember there was two. There's
the
two.
sound his head made.
Wait,
when
wait.
he
Did we
hit it.
talk about? Did we even say what happened that you fainted?
Yeah, no, 10th grade choir concert.
I mean, obviously everyone.
And our
most people
teacher didn't
listening
even
to
notice.
I-
It wasn't the main one. It was the little
yeah,
lady.
no, yeah, I remember it was for like last
She
year.
didn't even notice because her back was turned, and everybody's like, "Mrs. So and so, Mrs. So," like because we're not trying to cause a scene, like we're not trying to yell or anything.
Yeah, what do you do?
No one would want to cause a scene at the spring choir concert.
Wait, that was the same.
That was the same
oh
night.
my
Same night.
And
That
then
was the
the
funniest
best part
choir
is that was the
concert.
night before my birthday. The best part is the next morning I saw her at the bakery with her then boyfriend. Wait, are they still dating?
Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still dating him.
All right. Oh my god!
I was just talking to her the other
I
day.
almost said then boyfriend, but anyway,
No, that's still it. No. I understand. Okay. So this is
I feel bad because a lot of times
little aside is that sometimes when I talk to like certain people, I will talk to their friends before I talk to them and say, are they still dating this
Oh, right.
person?
I
So then
literally
I can,
yeah.
because you never know nowadays
It-
if
No.
people are breaking up or
Yeah,
not.
yeah. At grad parties last summer, I had oh my God, and if she listens to it, she knows exactly who she is. But I felt really bad because I literally asked her directly, "Are you and this person still dating?" And she's like, "No, but we're like," and then
You're just like, oh,
yeah, because like it's one because it's one thing to have like a mutual split where both people are still happy, but they're just doing different things with their lives, and it's another thing for their relationship to be toxic, and it was a very mutual thing, so it was fine. But yeah, how's the Timberwolves doing?
Up by 18.
So do you guys think? Oh shit! I gotta switch the subject.
Let me find something in my Snapchat memories or something.
What were we just talking about?
No,
Choir?
Carl, I think you should explain what you're doing. Like, what is your plan in
Yeah,
life
I guess
right now?
this is my
Oh
opportunity.
boy, wait,
'Cause
actually, Carl, I was gonna tell you by the way, for this assignment in my journalism class, I have to do a story on someone, and I had to do this thing where I had to basically give them two ideas as to who I was gonna like interview and then do a story on, and you're my backup. So if the first person says they don't want to do it, then do you want to be in my journalism
hell
project?
yeah.
That's what I told my teacher. I said the first person might say no, but the second person
He's a
is
slut for
1,000% gonna say yes.
So on what grounds would you interview me about?
About your decision to join the military, even though I've known you for like 4 years before that, and you've previously expressed zero interest in doing
Well, it's not
so.
like I had zero interest. It's just not something that never
Like
stood
I
out to me
said,
before.
expressed zero interest in doing
So I
so.
guess this is probably going to be my last time on the podcast before I mean probably the last time I was on the podcast without it being episode 100 was
Like,
October 3rd. So I'll put it
how do you remember
the
that?
same day as the Vikings game against the Browns. I went to that
Did we
game.
lose?
Yeah, we lost because no, the Vikings scored on their first drive and then scored 0 points for the rest of
Oh
the
my
game, and we
God.
lost to Baker Mayfield. Whatever, but anyway,
I remember that. We lost against the fucking
well,
Cleveland
no, the Browns
Browns.
are
My name is.
they're not the Browns anymore,
Oh, really?
but they this season didn't
Who are
end
the
up
Browns now? The Vikings?
honest. All right, they're good enough to make the playoffs with a decent whatever. But anyway, well, no, a decent. Sorry,
All right,
again.
switch subjects.
So all right, so this is my last opportunity to really talk about going to basic before I mean I take it once I get back from basic I'll probably come on to tell all the fucking stories about what happened because there's going to be a lot of shit that goes down. I'm going to live in Texas this year from May 3rd to August 16th.
Oh
Wait, so
wow.
are you gonna play Lego Star Wars when it comes out?
Fuck, when does it come out? July?
April
Wait,
5th.
so you're Air Force, right?
Yeah, Air Force.
Okay.
I'm in the Air Force National Guard. So basically, I get to have my civilian life one unless I get deployed for 6 months or a year. But basically, I still have to do all the active duty like training of like
Right.
going to basic training and going to tech school. On it's been a year now. So on March 10th, 2021, I enlisted into the Air Force National Guard, and the reason.
This is what's funny about you on the podcast is like, what's necessary to say that the exact date?
So
No, it's
well,
funny.
you
That's what
should
I'm
remember
saying.
the exact day you
No, I
enlisted
know,
in
but
the
it's like
military.
when you're talking, Carl will tell a story and he'll say such an unnecessary detail. Like, remember when Carl will be like, "Yeah, one time I went to the place where Lucas works, which is across from." This is back when I didn't say where I worked on the
Oh
podcast.
my
He's
God.
like, "This is when we went to where Lucas works, which is across from where Target used to be on this street." And it's like, Carl, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So
Anyways, continue your
anyway,
story.
so I joined and essentially I've been going to I have my commitment military wise in Minnesota is I have to show up one weekend a month, Saturday and Sunday. I picked you get to pick your job. You have to take tests and whatever. So like if you don't test high, you can't get obviously the how to say like the more smart jobs. I'm not saying there's a bad job in the military, but I picked a job where I basically just have to sit in an office all day, which I love. I love the people in my office and everything. But basically, it's finally put up or shut up time. I'm going to basic training on May 3rd, and I'm going to be in basic training for 7 weeks, 7 to 8 weeks, and essentially, not to tie in it with too much, but the NBA playoffs, they the conference championships begin the day I leave for basic, and I love the Timberwolves. Don't get me wrong, I think they have incredible potential. They are incredibly talented. They might be the best team in the NBA right now. But I'll put it this way: I have very little faith that they're going to make it to the conference semifinals because there are just teams that will just turn it on, and
Hmm.
Minnesota does not have enough playoff experience. But anyway, so I'll be there, and
Well, we are up by almost 30 on the Bucks right now, so.
unfortunately, I will miss the entirety of the Wild playoffs this year. And a couple months ago, the Wild were like literally the best team in all of hockey, so I'm a little bit
Okay, wait. Talk about the
le-
fucking. Please talk about the. Please talk about the
Carl's
military.
always going with
Please
okay.
this
talk
So
about the
part.
military.
okay, so
Please.
essentially, so I'm gonna get my
Please.
if you've known me in my personal life, you know that my hair is obviously a huge part of my personality.
What the?
Oh my
It's gonna
god.
get shaved off. It's gonna get shaved off on the second day
I,
I'm there,
I
and
can't wait for
I'm
that.
gonna be a bit.
Oh, okay. Now, yes, I thought of the clickbait for this episode. Okay,
Carl loses his hair.
why he has to go bald,
Oh my
and then
God.
it's gonna
Why?
be me and you with like a shaver. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Stop.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, it'll grow back. I'm gonna be a big fan of baseball caps for a while, but
Wait, so what are you doing right now though? Like,
I'm working full time
no, no, no. I know you're
yeah.
working full time. But like, what are you doing on like what you're
Yeah. What
waking
you
up
quit?
at five
Why?
in the
Where's
morning
your
for?
fucking? What happened to school, bro?
Well, because I leave basic training like a month before the semester ends. I took a semester off to just focus on getting some more money from my job, and then I'm going to basic because I would have had to finish the semester 4 weeks early
Okay. So
if
yeah.
I
Okay,
wanted
that
to.
makes sense. So then
Yeah,
you get you. So
I did a J-term class.
so wait. Ooh. Okay. So what's your? So you have a bunch of fucking credits for St. Thomas, right?
I have 28 college credits
Yeah,
as
yeah,
of
yeah, but
now.
then you can that just transfers over
Yeah.
to when you go next year. So
Yeah.
wait, what's your end goal though? Are you gonna end up doing what are you majoring in? Do you know?
Um, it's a tough conversation, honestly, because I haven't had
We
the.
can just say undecided if you are.
Well, no, I'm not exactly undecided. I'm pretty confident about what I want to pursue because, not to get super deep, but like, in my graduation speech, I said,
Well, if
I
you're talking about your graduation
no,
speech, you know you're not gonna get too deep because you said
I said,
90% of it was we're the class of 21
I
and
said,
we survived
I
COVID-19.
said, follow your dreams. Excuse me. I said, fight for your dreams, and your dreams will fight for you. And that's something that really resonates with me because when I think about my future, or really when anybody should think about their future, yeah, there's a lot of people in our lives who might be older and experienced. They've already lived their lives over, and it's like they always say they maybe would regret not taking more chances. And I understand that the position that I've put myself in right now with my job that I have currently and my being in the Air Force, if I want to pursue my dream of working in TV or working in professional sports, like something that I genuinely would love to wake up and do every day, then if I have the opportunity now to do that, it would break my heart if I had to tell my future children that I had an opportunity to chase my dreams and I chose not to safely because Jim Carrey, the guy that played the Grinch in the live action movie, his
Okay, okay,
his
I know.
dad.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay,
no.
okay.
Wait.
What?
Why did you say that?
Because
No. You were actually about to be actually like I was actually speechless listening. I was gonna make fun of you at the beginning when you said we're talking about the speech again, and I was about to say
um
do you how much time do you think that Grace McGinnis brings up that she talked at graduation? Probably none, because she actually like does other stuff. But Carl brings it up probably every time he talks to anyone that he spoke at
well
graduation.
keep
I was like, but then you started talking, and I was like, this is an actually really interesting thing.
well
And then you said Jim Carrey, the guy that plays the Grinch.
what I'm getting to is that his dad his dad wanted to be a comedian, but he instead decided to he had a family at a young age, and he decided to leave his dream and become an accountant, have a safer job. And he got fired from his job of being an accountant, and his lesson to his child Jim was, listen, you can fail at something that you don't want to do, so why not take an opportunity to try to do what you want to do? Because there's a million things that I would rather be than how do I say 55 to 60, have terrible like pain every day. Because although I would rather love what I do and make a little bit less than hate what I do and then make a little bit more and live to work with a little bit less. And I guess when it comes down to it, and not to get too deep, is like my ultimate goal in life is is to be an incredible father. And I'll put it this way: I've had two incredible parents. Despite any inside jokes about them on the podcast or anything, like I was,
Despite any rants that he had
I,
before this
I am
episode started.
I'm very fortunate to have come up in the position that I was in, and to put it in a certain way, like I I haven't done a single drug in my life, like recreationally. I've never been drunk I've never gone to a single college party or single college bar. I'm a much more boring on earth. And there's nothing, listen, if you're listening to this and you partake in that, God bless you. Have fun. Do whatever the hell you want. But I love you for it. But
God
for
bless
me
you.
personally, like I just never had the opportunity. I just never got into it. And this is boring as hell. And
And as the great
this is
Joe Mauer
cheesy.
once said, I don't
This
know
is
if you know he was on
cheesy.
the Twins,
But
who, by the way, have a chance
what I'm
at winning
trying
the
what I'm
World
trying to
Series this year.
what I'm trying it's Carlos Correa Day. But I love you,
This
Carlos.
episode really came back in the
But
end.
what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say here is that um, I am much more of a boring, responsible person who would rather sit in and watch fucking professional wrestling on a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday night, or watch the Vikings or passionately or whatever. So what I'm trying to say is like, at the end of the day, like the proudest moment I'll ever have in my life is nothing of my own. It'll be the moment when I drop off my future daughter, my future son at Camp Croy for the first time to be a camper when they're 9. And like,
And leave them to do something else without you.
well, no, because then I get I'll cry like a little bitch because I get to know internally that they're about to make memories that I had the pleasure of making for so long, and then it'll be the next proudest moment of my life if I ever get to drop them off as an LIT/counselor when they're 15. But ultimately, like,
See. Remember when we were talking about Lego Star Wars earlier, and I said, it was like, what if your kids don't like Star Wars? Or what if your kids don't like hunting or whatever? What if your kids don't want to go to fucking
well,
camp?
fuck off. They're 9. They don't get a choice. I mean, what are they gonna
My
do?
goal is to be a
What are they-
great father. You don't have a fucking choice what you do over your summer.
You
You want to hang out with your
you
friends and play video
you
games and hang
you
outside?
understand?
No, you have to go to camp.
It's
We have to
a
wake up at 6.
It's a week. It's a week long, okay? And they at least have to try it, okay? Because you're not gonna like because sometimes we as kids don't know any better. For a long time, I didn't eat chicken chow mein because I thought it was disgusting, and now I realize it's actually
What the
not that
fuck are
bad.
you talking about, bro? What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
god.
You guys get the point. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, after all of this, I've made a lot of sacrifices in my life now between joining the military, not participating in some activities that other people would. Not like there's anything wrong with that. And I guess what I'm trying to, and I've become an RA for the next school year, which takes away a lot of the
Okay,
social
wait.
life.
How does this have to do with
What
you fucking quitting college?
I
What is your major?
I didn't quit. I just told you that.
No, I know, but you said why? What? Okay, what is your plan
I-
for the future? Because you're going to the military for what reason? And now you're talking about how your goal is to be a father and have your kid go to camp. What is your major? What are you planning to be as an adult? You're saying following your dreams?
I
What's your dream?
my dream is to work in television and be in front of a camera and
Thank
do that.
you.
My dream, as corny as this is to say after the stuff with the echo and everything, like I legitimately believe, and this is not a narcissistic thing to say, I legitimately believe that I have a God-given talent to be in front of a camera, and it'll come with years of devotion and just reps and everything. But I genuinely believe that I have an opportunity to follow my dreams, and I would hate to tell my kids that I had an opportunity to do that and I didn't.
Well, at least you
So,
know what you want to do, Carl. I am just a complete.
do I really though?
Well,
But I guess when it comes down to it is I just want to put myself in the best position to succeed and come out of college and not be in debt and not have as many problems in the long run than I would if I didn't make these sacrifices now. So that
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you for going full circle.
right.
And and as Donald Trump once said,
Oh my
who
God.
was the guy from Home Alone 2? No, I'm just
Grab her
kidding.
by the
I didn't actually have a quote from Donald Trump. I just wanted to make fun of Carl for calling Jim Carrey the guy
this
from Grinch.
I would say that's cringy, but I will say I have some
Wait a minute, didn't we have it? I feel like this. I'm getting deja vu.
bro,
Did you already say that
n-
exact thing on the
nope,
podcast
nope, I didn't.
about Jim Carrey?
No, I didn't. I swear to God, I didn't. But
No, but no, I think there was an episode where you said, "Who's that guy who is like in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective or something like that?"
that must have been
No, no,
somebody
no.
else.
You said yes. It was. It was you.
The last
Come back to episode
the last
93.
time I was on the
No,
podcast was
no.
October. How
Yes,
do you
no. Cut
remember?
back to the episode editing, Lucas.
Of it because the guy that was playing President Biden was so much worse at playing President Biden than what's the guy from Dumb and Dumber?
Jim Carrey.
Than Jim Carrey. So I was just like,
He literally said he said something like, who's that guy who played yeah, you said because we were talking about Saturday Night Live and how he played Joe Biden.
Oh, right,
You're like,
right.
you're like,
the
you're like, who's that guy who plays the Riddler or whatever?
yeah. You made that Donald Trump joke. I would
Something
say
in the way.
it's. I got all my TikTok audio saved here, and the most recent one is.
The more people tell you it's not possible.
It's an inspirational quote from Donald Trump, so it is actually kind of funny.
Did you guys see that?
The lobby on your left.
Did you guys see that Donald Trump was on the Milk Boys
yeah.
podcast?
Yeah!
That shit was
That's
so funny.
bonkers!
That shit was so funny.
That's funny. What if we just do I just get one random guest, like one random super celebrity guest in the podcast, and then the next week just Wall Squad 4. Like Be Quiet podcast number 386.
Featuring Dwayne The Rock
Yeah,
Johnson.
featuring The Rock. And then next episode, Jack, Dunn, and Karl Warner. That'll be funny.
Oh, fuck.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
Dwayne, we're waiting on your agents, okay?
I'm waiting on Jason Kubel, bro.
All right,
he,
we gotta...
he keeps ducking me.
He's stuck in you. No, one of these days we're gonna see Jason Kubel on Twitter, and he's just gonna be like, "Who the f-"
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cut a bunch of the sports shit out.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna do
one of these days,
Yeah, I'll
Jason
figure something
Kubel's
out.
gonna be on Twitter, and he's just gonna be like, "Who the fuck is
Who the
Lucas?"
fuck? Yeah. Do you think the Jason Kubel's family will ever be
What?
scrolling through, search Jason Kubel, and then the fucking podcast comes up, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Because to be fair, it has a decent amount of views. It could pop up.
No. If you search Jason Kubel, the episode 1 of the podcast is one of the first 10 things that pops up. I think.
I'm gonna
I
fact
wonder
check
if he's
that.
just 100 pounds heavier now that he's out of the MLB.
Why would you say that?
Well,
What is it with you and
well,
people
no,
gaining weight?
But Ben Roethlisberger. So Ben Roethlisberger and Tom Brady retired this year until he unretired.
Okay, this is what happens when I look up Jason Kubel on YouTube. Jason Kubel blasts a grand slam off Rivera.
Yeah.
Jason Kubel, 2012 home runs. 2009, 4-17.
Jason,
Kubel
yeah.
hits for the second. I
April
remember
17th.
watching this live.
Yeah, me too.
Twins classic.
Okay, you don't have to read every single one. Scroll down. How long until the podcast shows up? There it is! Oh!
Episode 1,
It was in the first 10. How many views is it on? Is that on?
565.
Damn. Sheesh.
So,
Okay. Wait. Let me just pull up my first TikTok I just made.
oh my God.
What?
First TikTok I made, 1,300 views, almost 1,400.
Well, what's the equation? What does that equate to in YouTube views, though?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
Because if you
The guys from Tommy North on the floor that I hung out with before I left school, they made 2 TikToks this week where they were playing like Clash of
I
Clans
saw that. I saw
in
that.
in like one of the bathroom
It was
stalls
on
in
my
like
For
one of
You
the
page.
communal bathrooms, and like they did a really good job, but they just didn't cut it off at the right time for comedical purposes. But
No, but I had to but to be what I'm saying by that, Jecton, is that Carl will be like, oh, your podcast gets this many views, and this random TikTok I made got 90,000 or
well,
whatever.
that's not how that.
But TikTok, you get a view by just scrolling
Yeah.
past it on your For You
hmm
page, and then if you watch the entire thing, it counts as 2 views. Whereas for the podcast, you have to actively click on an hour and a half long video.
Yeah.
So it's harder to get a view on YouTube, especially on a podcast, on a TikTok. Not saying like that isn't impressive or anything.
No, I mean
Yeah.
it's some. I think it's easier to blow up on TikTok than any other
Yeah, but
platform.
then
Oh
yeah,
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
but then if
You don't need
if
any.
either of us were monetized, then that 500 views on the podcast would make so much more than
You don't.
that on
You
the
don't need.
TikTok because you get like 2 cents on
You
TikTok.
don't need any talent to go viral on TikTok, and I'm a prime example of that. But
Well, you have some talent in like the editing,
yeah.
but just that.
Well, it's basic level talent, but like if you're a female, you literally have a cheat code for TikTok, and you can just get a million.
Whoa, for TikTok, yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say.
but yeah, um,
But like if but I'm like if for a certain category though.
this is gonna be really weird, but I just wanted to
Oh no.
sub Charlotte. That's my future daughter's name. What? What? Come on! Come
That'd actually be
on!
really cool if you
No,
actually do name your daughter Charlotte.
okay.
Charlotte sounds too close to Carl though.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. It's like if I named my kid like Laura. Actually, that not even close.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd
Right.
be like if I named my daughter like Lucy.
That's
Hey,
close.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember in like junior year. That's when we would like hang out with Burow a lot.
Oh
Yeah.
my! And
He
he,
al- he
to my
would-
flag. No, yeah.
He would always call me Jakias. I'd be like,
I don't remember that.
Jakias Dunn.
no, because he was like, oh, that'd be such a sick name for a book I'm writing or something. And he'd
Yeah.
start calling me Jakias. I'm just like, fuck.
I'm gonna be pissed when Burrow's the only one of us that like becomes a millionaire off of like being like making his own business of like writing and stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of, look at him. What is he doing right now?
He's
don't
telling what
fucking
his regular show story.
If Burrow ever fully writes a book, that is,
Remember when Burow would go bald?
Oh my, just look at him, and he's literally just
like Carl has to do soon.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you have to go bald.
Oh God.
You actually like have to go
No,
bald.
the worst part is like they give you like 3 different haircuts during basic training.
So you have to do either Teglin in 7th grade, Teglin in 10th grade, Teglin in 12th grade.
Carl, wait, so you're not gonna have your phone for how long? You're not gonna have your phone?
You're not gonna have your phone.
Well, they give you your phone for like 20 minutes every like.
Wait. Okay,
every
this would
2
be the last
weeks.
thing we talk about.
Yeah.
This is I'm gonna determine, Carl, if you're a good person or not right now.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's say, okay, let's get a hypothetical for you. Let's say me, you, and Jack go to Culver's after this, right? Jack Dunn goes, he buys his thing, he goes off to the side, he pays for it, whatever, you know. Then I do the same thing. Then you go up, you order your thing, and then they say it's gonna be this price today. Then what do you say?
What is the same thing that he just ordered, but it's different?
Yeah, let's just say it costs like $5.45. What do you say?
I just pay for it.
So what you're saying is you wouldn't ask for the military discount?
Oh no, I wouldn't ask for the military discount.
Good man, because you're not in the military yet.
Yeah, because like yesterday I went to AT&T and got. Well, no, I am like at Great Clips they give me the military discount because at the end of the day I'm still doing military shit. It doesn't.
Right.
But I'm not like I'm not gonna call myself an airman yet, but I am.
Well, yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
there's a certain person
Oh yeah.
who I used to work with.
Yeah. Oh,
Who would come in at like 9:30
Bro.
before he even did
I saw him.
before he did anything,
I
before he even went anywhere to do anything for the military. He was, can I get the military
Yo.
discount? Bro, what the fuck?
But no,
I'll give you
like-
the military
but,
discount,
like,
but
yesterday I went to get a new phone at AT&T and like
I'm thinking of joining the military. Can I get the military
No,
discount?
but like I was like, listen, is there any like military like tax exemption so you wouldn't have to like pay a shit? If it's like a
No,
if
that's
it's difference
fine.
of like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
like,
but
like,
what I'm saying is,
for a petty
if
$2,
you are
no.
actually in the military or like you're
No.
you're a veteran or anything, I'll be happy to give you any sort of discount you want, the discount that you deserve. But when fucking this motherfucker who I used to work with,
Yeah.
who's the laziest motherfucker, comes in, and just because he in a couple of years is going to go to do something in the military, that's where I'm just
I
like,
saw him at the Show Choir post
my
show. The
fucking
kid
God.
grew like a foot, and because he went through all the army basic training stuff, he's so
is
like
he jacked?
he's not jacked. He's a lot slimmer than he was in high school. Like he
Well,
lost.
again with you in the weights.
Well, I'm just saying he looks different.
Well, we could talk about it after. He's a certain. Let's just say. Remember when I said he was lazy? Certain person that you might have been in a group project with once.
I saw him yesterday.
Really? So did he.
Guess where I saw him?
Ace?
At Culver's?
Yeah.
Did he ask for the military discount?
I don't know, but I was there with Ben, and we were eating, and he goes, I think over there, and I looked, and I was just, oh, shit. And I was like, oh my god, it's him.
Actually, you didn't give me my 20-cent military discount on
No,
my cheese curds.
that is how he sounds.
Well, he is in the military, though.
Well, now he is. Now he actually does stuff. But I'm saying, like, back, like, 2 years ago.
Well, here's the thing that confused me, and this will be the last thing, was that when the main difference between the Air Force National Guard and the Army National Guard is that they give the kids in the Army National Guard their full camo uniforms and IDs and everything.
Yeah.
They give them their full uniform before they go to basic training.
Mhm.
For us, we get those at basic training. So he would walk around in that uniform on like a dress-up day or whatever sometimes, and I
Yeah.
thought because he was wearing the uniform, I thought he had gone to like basic training like over the summer of junior year.
Mhm.
So I like would talk to him like, oh bro, like what was the worst time you ever got like smoked by a drill instructor? And like, yo, bro, like that's so cool that you did all this stuff. And at the all night graduation party, he's like, well, I haven't gone to basic training yet. I'm like, what?
So wait, I'm confused. So you haven't done anything yet? So wait. So wait, what is basic training? Do you have to like do like intense like workouts and like drills and shit?
Well, basic training is where you're over. Yeah, it's what basic training actually is.
But didn't you say your job is going to be you're in an office on a computer?
Well, yeah, but that's after basic training. Everybody does basic training, no matter what their specialty.
Why do you need
is.
to do basic training?
Because it's like
It's-
it's boot camp.
It's how you get into that. It's how you.
It's boot camp, if that makes more sense. And then after boot camp's over, then you get to do your specialized training of whatever job you picked. So it's like everybody flat.
So it's like the generals basically.
Yeah.
It's like military generals.
Well, it's still boot camp, like the stereotypical in the movie of like you wake up at 6 every morning,
Yeah.
do PT, go eat lunch super quickly, get yelled at all day without your like. That's what it is. And then
Is it actually like that?
Listen, I will be the first person to tell you that I'm never ever going to compare myself to somebody in the Marine I have respect for everybody across the board. Air Force basic training is definitely like the easiest one. It's
Okay.
definitely not easy by any means,
Okay.
but like it's definitely, I'm not even going to pretend like even like Ben McKinney, like I've got so much respect for him and anybody else that went the Marine route.
Yeah, you gotta definitely have some.
Maybe I should cut that part out where I said think about the military discount. But
Well, you're not like
people who
Bill Burr who gets canceled for doing a joke about.
I don't think he got canceled. Bill Burr is not fucking by any means
Yeah,
canceled.
he's uncancelable just because he doesn't care.
Yeah.
There's so many
No,
like
but nobody
there's
gets
so many
canceled.
old
The only
dudes that
people
are
that get canceled got canceled is fucking like Harvey Weinstein or like I don't even know. Like Dave Chappelle.
Drake-
Dave Chappelle got canceled. He
Drake
did not
Bell.
get canceled. He's fucking
See that
rich.
Fairly Odd Parents like meme where it's like, I wish I was
Yes, I
Drake
wish-
Bell, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
it's the present clip.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I saw it.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Bro, that episode of the Fairly Odd Parents where he wishes to be a grown up and like it makes him into like an old dude. That episode fucked me up, bro. Like I was so sad.
Okay, we gotta end this episode. We have to end this episode. All right.
Happy Carlos Correa Day, everybody.
Happy Rusev Day.
Yeah, happy Rusev Day.
Agreed. That doesn't count.